Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So now I'm going to be giving my Sunday review of Ip Man's continued series. This one is Ip Man 3. This movie was actually very well done. I thought that it was actually a step up from the second, which was a step down from the first, so it's pretty much close to the first one in quality. Basically, we continue on, or it's 1959 in this one. I believe the other one was 1940 or 52. All I know is that his oldest son is no longer in the picture. So, Ip Man has basically been prospering, but Hong Kong is not. During this time period, Hong Kong had when crime started getting on the rise from foreign influence, and a lot of foreigners started coming in to take over the region, to get their hand in the pot, so to speak. Now, the quality of acting is very good, even with Mike Tyson, and he's not that good of an actor, but I thought he did pretty decent in this one. The fight between him and Donnie Yen was actually well done. It shows basically brute strength and boxing versus Chinese martial arts, the Wing Chun style that Ip Man was known for. And that fight actually showed a great adaptive quality because he kept on, or as he realized he was outmatched through strength, he had to counter in another way, which he was using his elbows to take the brunt of Tyson's fists, which, honestly, that is actually something that is a lot smarter to do. That way, you're not hurting muscle or anything else. Now, as for the story of his wife in this movie, I did like how this movie... Sorry about that, I was slightly interrupted. As for the part about his wife and her unfortunately contracting cancer, that actually got me emotional. That I've lost family to cancer. So yeah, I understand the toll it takes on families, and it was truly a very emotional thing to see how Ip is always he's learning as he progresses through these movies with his marriage, because at first he didn't really pay a lot of attention to his wife's feelings about his martial arts and whatnot, and then in the second one he started getting a little bit more wiser to it, but she also had a grudging respect that he is who he is. And then the third one, sadly, because of her passing away, it does come to a head of where they both it reached a balance where she cared a lot for him, even though but she also was acknowledging that she was a martial artist's or wife, and he also wishes that he had spent more time paying attention to her because he feels that he did not treat her well enough. But she actually tells him, I had no problem with it. And it was really sad how things went on in this movie. I honestly thought Donnie Yen's character, Ip Man, was going to go all out after he found out that his son was kidnapped. Because, as we see in the first one, he goes really all out when he found out his friend was killed. He still held back in this one, where in the first one he went really brutal because of the invasion and whatnot. Well, this one he actually still holds back even though he's fighting to save his son. It shows that he does know when to hold back, when not to go all out, when not to kill. It shows that he is still that same humbled fighter. As for his rival, so to speak, in this movie actually did have a better take where they didn't do the whole corrupt challenge trope that they do in many other martial arts movies. In the first Ip Man and the second one, they handicapped Ip Man so he couldn't really fight at his fullest, or they tried killing him after he won. This, they didn't actually have that, and that is why I thought this was a better movie than the second one, and actually a little bit better than the first. The first one does have its issues, but it stayed grounded. Sammo Hung's choreography returned back to the more grounded fight choreography of the first one, where in the second one he did go more fantastical with the wire work. He actually did very little wire work in this one, and I thought that was a lot better because it shows that he's keeping it more real. Now, the fighting at the end of the movie, I thought that was a real pleasure to watch because it shows just how equal these two martial arts masters of Wing Chun really are. And yes, Ip Man comes out on top, but he's always teaching. He's always giving a lesson at the end of each fight, basically. And he says, "There is nothing more important than being with the ones we love, or the love of our lives." Because his wife at that time is knocking on death's door, but she also wanted him to take that challenge because it was a formal challenge. And she realizes how important that stuff is to Ip Man. So, as for the scores, objectively, I would put this at around an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Subjectively, it's a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie, even the Mike Tyson fight. Moviegoer, it's a 10 out of 10. It's really exciting and whatnot. And I truly feel that if you can keep up with the Mandarin or if you can get the English dub of these movies, they're truly a joy to watch. Even if you notice that the lips are not saying the same things in the English dub. But I actually watched the Mandarin dub, and I watched it on my laptop so I could actually pause to make sure and read. I still enjoy it like that. But anyway, yes, I really did enjoy this movie. This was a great third installment. And I can't wait to review the fourth one for you guys next Sunday. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you think of Ip Man 3? Did you like it? Did you not? What was your favorite fight in it? Because there was many. And let me know all of those. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay tuned for tonight. There is the Underworld Blood Wars live stream with me, Mads, 24/7 Fusion, and GFan84. So, yeah, hope to see you all tonight. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.